Hi, I'm Stacey and I have rhinophyma. I am 35 years old and I'm a wedding photographer from Johnstown, Pennsylvania. I've had this condition probably since my early 20s. I originally thought it was just acne scarring since I've had that more than half my life. As a photographer, you keep the camera in front of your face most of the time. So I basically forgot about my problem and didn't really care. But it wasn't till after my own engagement that I started thinking about my own wedding photos that I started researching a solution to the problem. So in my research, there aren't any doctors local to me that handle rhinophyma. Yes, they might do surgery or plastic surgery, but none of them had any example photos or had any information about rhinophyma. So I had to spread out my search to find someone who wasn't just gonna go blindly into it and they had experience in it. At the consultation with Dr. Bitar, I did feel confident that he could handle my rhinophyma, even though it is a little bit different from the norm. I am a little bit nervous about the procedure, but I think I'm mostly excited to get this taken care of, and I know I'll be in good hands with Dr. Bitar.
When Stacey came to me requesting an improvement of her nose, I knew we could help her. She had this condition called rhinophyma, which usually affects middle-aged Caucasian men, but in her case, she was a woman in her mid-30s. She was getting ready to get married, and she was a photographer herself. She has an eye for beauty. So we decided to offer her the most reasonable way to improve her condition, which was surgery, because creams and lotions and lasers may help with a lesser advanced case, but once you've had a rhinophyma that is that long-standing and has created that much deformity of the nose, surgery is really the only option. So Stacey was excited that we could offer her a surgical option to improve her looks and improve her nose. After she was cleared by her medical doctor and we made sure that she was safe enough to undergo surgery, I took her to the operating room and under general anesthesia, numbed up her nose and surgically resected the abnormal tissue and essentially chiseled a nice nose out of the rhinophyma nose that she had. And she went through the surgery without any problems. She healed well, and I was happy that we were able to offer it to her.
It's been about 6 months since my surgery. Afterwards, I wasn't in really any pain. I maybe took the pain pills for like the first day, but then I just started weaning off of them because I didn't feel any pain. I mean, it was strange, but I was very thankful for that. For the whole healing process, it is definitely still healing right now, but till I was comfortable going like outside in public, it was about a month and a half. So before, I hid a lot behind my camera, especially with kids, because kids can be harsh. But now I feel so much more confident where I can interact with the kids and make them laugh, because I mean, I feel good about myself, so I don't have to worry about how I'm looking is making them feel.
So I was happy that Stacey had a successful operation. We gave her a nice result from her rhinophyma surgery. And unfortunately, then COVID hit and we had to do most of our follow-up care with follow-up Zooms on COVID. She was happy, she was healing well, she had no issues. We brought her back here down to our institute after we were able to open up after the COVID shutdown. And for the last 2-3 months, she's been healing well. The skin has been regenerating. Because it was a severe case of rhinophyma, I told her from the get-go that's probably gonna take a year to see the final result, and we're now at the 6-month mark, so we're halfway there. So now, what does the future hold? At the 1-year mark, if she still has some asymmetry or some areas in her nose that are not nice and smooth, we can go back and do some laser touch-up, but I told her that I would not do any revisional surgery before a year has passed and let all the tissues of her nose settle down and soften up before we attempt any touch-up procedures. But I think she's gonna have a great result. She's already very happy, and I was very happy that we were able to offer her this surgery.
before, when I'd go out, grocery stores, or just shopping, or just whatever, I'd always pay attention to my peripherals to see who was staring, and make sure just to turn the other way, so it wouldn't, cause me any grief, or kids wouldn't say something, because that caused more grief. So now, when I get ready in the morning, I know I don't have to worry about that. I can go into a grocery store without worrying who's around me and who's looking at me. If they're looking at me now, it's probably for a good reason. I am very grateful for Dr. Bitar. I don't think the surgery could have gone any better than it did. The results are just great. Even my family, they think it's great. Friends, even ones that I haven't seen in a long time, say how everything looks fabulous.